I'm Tracy.
And I'm Andy.
And it's only the second week, and there's already so much happening.
Oh, lots and lots of drama.
We gotta get right to it, but first, you know him, you love him.
Get in here, Corey!
We're back.
We're back.
And we're back.
This is a good episode.
Okay, so there was 2 group dates,
Yes.
one one-on-one date.
Right.
We had the first group date first, and so I think we should just get right into it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so this group date, I love how Chris Harrison keeps saying, we're not gonna talk about virginity anymore. We've done it, we've hit that note, and we're done.
No, we're done. Never coming up the rest of the season.
We're never gonna bring it up.
Virgin talk.
And then it's like, well, first group date, let's talk about firsts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was like, well, maybe Colton will do something different, so that, like a different story about a different first.
Yeah.
Nope, it's about his virginity.
It's about his virginity.
Again. I love how most of the women decided that the only first they could think of that happened in the last week.
Yeah.
There was like only like one girl who was like, I have a
16.
first from like actually my childhood.
Yeah.
And then everybody else was like, the first time I dated a virgin. I was excited about this group date though because we had our first celebs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which
Fun
were
celebs.
Fun celebs, fun married couple celebs
Yeah.
who
Yeah,
are also
I
fans of the
enjoy them.
show.
I enjoy
Megan
them
Mullally
together.
and
Very
Nick
dry.
Offerman.
Yeah.
So funny, so dry.
So
Very dry.
I want to talk about a few people.
Yes, please.
First, Onyeka.
I can't with her.
She's too much.
I can't.
She's so much. What
It's
was
her
the quote
character.
that she said? Drowning in,
Ladies, female dogs.
Yes. Yep.
drowning in.
Exactly.
What does that mean? Does
She's a
anybody know what that
lifeguard.
means?
Nothing, just let
oh,
it
she's a
go.
lifeguard?
Yeah, I thought that was her thing. She said
Oh,
she
well,
was a
that
lifeguard.
kind of would.
I could be
No,
wrong.
is that?
I
That's
don't
not
think
true.
she's
Is
a
it?
lifeguard.
Didn't she say she was a lifeguard?
No, but
No,
I think that's a
you're just
joke
making
for
that-
the story. I think
She's
she's like,
the lifeguard.
she's like, I'm a
gonna
lifeguard.
save him.
Here's the thing. You're so cute. At least you're pretty. It's
DMS.
okay. Yeah,
Slide
that's
into my
right.
DMS,
Oh,
everybody.
this just in, not
Not
a
a
lifeguard.
lifeguard.
So
Okay.
Told ya.
But anyway, so she comes on and she brings that up again when she's just like so aggressive, and it's clearly at Catherine.
Yeah.
But then what I kind of liked about Catherine is that she comes up and she's like, okay, yeah, whatever, and she drops the mic.
the mic.
So crazy.
But and so
She
you
doesn't- yeah.
you think those are going to be the most dramatic moments,
No.
but then
However.
No.
enter Demi. So Demi talks about how
One's a
she's going to get
lifeguard.
the first group date rose,
Yeah.
which obviously is talking about a first that hasn't technically happened yet, and in
Yeah.
fact didn't happen. But then she goes and she just goes down and kisses Colton right in front of
Yeah.
the other women, which by the way, hilarious.
Do we think he likes that, or do we think he
No.
not? Does he? I feel like he gets embarrassed by that kind of thing.
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
Yeah.
And then we have this drama moment where Demi goes in and she picks up the first group date rose, and
That's
Tracy
sacred. You
Here's
don't
the thing,
do
though.
that.
is not
There is
having
no
it.
spoken rule. Is it just kind of because they never do pick it up?
No.
But is it just kind of unspoken? Like the only person to ever pick it up is the
I think
Bachelor?
so.
Well, did you think it was sacrilege for her to go with it and grab it and go, woo?
Yeah,
I mean, what
I
did you
did.
think?
I thought it was obnoxious.
As someone who's named Tracy, this episode was very fun for me because I kept thinking, oh my God, that could be my ringtone. Like there's so many moments where Demi was like, what, I should be upset about Tracy? The point is she doesn't get the first impression rose.
She
and
sure
guess who
doesn't.
does? Elise. Old
Cougar.
Elise.
Group date, Rose. Group date.
The old lady, she's 31.
Old lady Elise.
Here's the thing.
I'm 10
31
years
to be
older than
called-
her.
To be called a cougar at
At
31,
31.
I'm sure Elise
I'm
loves
31.
it.
Yeah,
I'm
but
sure she loves it.
can I tell you the little nugget that I loved about this?
I love a nugget.
That the older ladies, AKA literally the 30 and 31-year-olds,
31.
Ancient
have
people.
a cougar corner.
That's so
Where they all
crazy.
sleep. Like
I've
all
never
the
felt
old,
older in my
all
life.
the old, like what do you think? They go in there and they're
Oh,
like,
I know. I felt
take
like
out
a
our
senior
teeth. Like,
citizen.
no, they're
know.
31.
That's where
I
they
know.
park their walkers.
Okay, then we go to our one-on-one date, and Hannah B from Alabama,
Here we
Do
go.
we
Miss
like Hannah
Alabama. Okay, well, I think this.
He does.
I really liked her in
Yeah.
episode 1.
Yes.
This showed us a little bit more about her. So Colton's issue with her was that she wasn't opening up. And,
Right.
And then thank goodness for dinner. I think a producer must have pulled her
No, it was
aside.
a classic Colton. He had the line that was like, if she doesn't open up, she's not going to get a rose. Cut to dinner.
So she goes to dinner and she opens up about, I don't even, what did she even open up about that? Just that she has trouble opening up?
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
Boy, she conquered that.
The point is, it won him over. It was enough. They kiss. Fireworks happen literally.
Great.
Well, how that timing of that, huh?
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh yeah, just the way that those fireworks know.
So then there was a second group date, and
Right.
this one actually looked really fun to me.
Yes, this seemed like a good time.
There was another celebrity
this
cameo,
is
which
a
I
good
know
one.
you want
Yes.
to talk about. So
Oh my
Billy on
God.
the Streets, Billy Eichner was there,
Yes.
who also apparently is a big fan of the show.
Yes.
And obviously, if you know anything about Billy Eichner, you know that he is
Shoots
loud
from
and
the
proud
hip.
and gay,
And
and
sassy.
also sassy and non-filter.
Right.
Nope.
So they have
Yeah,
this
he
little
did.
chat beforehand about what else, why he's a virgin, because we've got
course.
literally no other talking points.
He
But
had the
Right.
greatest question.
does Billy Eichner say what some of us are thinking? Corey, take it away.
He says, maybe you're the first gay bachelor. And I was
To
like,
which Colton said,
No.
And next scene.
That's crazy.
yeah. It was so uncomfortable.
But we have to talk real quick about a conversation that was had. Heather, cutie with the dimples,
Yeah.
also never been kissed / virgin.
Oh.
So she's so nervous to have this conversation with Colton, which by the way, if I had to have that conversation with anyone,
Yeah.
I'd want it to be Colton, because
Right,
at
of
least he
course.
understands.
Yeah.
But she really is sweet, but I think it led to this awkward moment
Oh,
where,
you mean when it was this?
so I've never been kissed before. Okay, see ya.
Okay, see you later. High five.
Well, it's like one of those things where it was awkward for him because maybe she did want to kiss him, but he was like, I can't kiss you
I
now
thought
that
it
you
was
just
a
told
nice
me this.
thing, though.
It totally was. So we're back to the cocktail party and lots of drama, like annoying drama happened at this cocktail
Yeah.
party. Okay, so, and again, it's between Onyeka, who just like needs to like stop.
Well,
Stop,
she's
no,
got her.
She's 100% going to paradise.
It's her
Oh,
character.
God.
Yeah.
She's
This is
already
her
there.
character. She's the gal that interrupts the room.
She's already there.
She's already there.
She's actually waiting
She's
for it to
literally
start.
like in a
Her
bikini
bags
right
are
now.
packed.
So she interrupts Sydney with what? What instrument was it? Like an air horn.
Yeah, an air
She's
horn.
really horny.
Which was so
Oh,
annoying.
right. Sydney's like, oh, well, I'm not gonna stand for this. Let me go
Yeah.
get pots and pans, which if you watch Big Brother, reminiscent
Yeah.
of Josh,
Boom,
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 boom, boom,
boom,
boom.
boom.
And but
Yeah.
then here's what's so great. You think like that would be the most dramatic moment of the whole
Yeah.
thing, but no.
Nope.
Bringing in Demi, who comes in her
a
robe.
robe.
It's strong.
So Demi comes in with her robe and she's like, follow me upstairs and let me show you my fantasy suite closet.
Yeah.
Is that
Is that
what
what
she
it was?
said?
I thought she said clothes. Fantasy suite clothes.
Oh,
I was
maybe,
like,
I don't know.
Well, they kept teasing it though, by the way. You just hear,
Yeah.
oh, yeah. That was awkward.
And then they kept showing the exterior shot. And I was like, what's going on in there? And then it
know.
comes in and she's like giving him a massage. So then we get to the rose ceremony.
Yep.
And all the people that you kind of expect to get roses,
Yes.
except for Angelique,
right?
Annie, Alex B,
Yep.
and Erica
I thought.
McNutt. That's the only thing I remember about her. is
Oh,
that she's
McNutt. Yes,
None
that's
of
all
that-
I remember
None of
too.
it was a surprise.
So so let's real quick. Annie.
Right.
Before the season even started airing,
Yeah.
we see an accidental Snapchat
Well,
from
I don't know
Annie.
that it was so
Right.
accidental.
So here's what the Snapchat said. When you dump the Bachelor because he's weird as and are headed back to normal life without psycho people. Okay.
Yeah.
So we saw that before the show even started and we thought, wow,
Yeah.
Annie dumped Colton.
Something's gonna happen. If anyone ever says that they quit The Bachelor or Bachelorette, what that means is they were cut.
Yeah, they got dumped.
I quit.
Yeah, if you
you
didn't
can't
figure
quit.
that out.
We already
But man,
fired you.
Okay, so as a reminder,
Yeah.
my pick was Hannah G. I still feel really good about it.
I
They
do
had a cute
not.
moment. Okay, but
I
you're
think she's
okay,
gonna
but
go far.
who do you think's gonna win?
Not Hannah G.
But what about Cassie? You said
gonna
Cassie
stick with
last time. Do you
Cassie?
She
think
might come through.
I'm sticking with
I don't know
Cassie.
about Hannah
I like
G.
that you just are not confident in your answer anymore, but you refuse to just let me have mine.
No, I refuse.
You were like so a Demi.
Hold on. He's
not wearing a robe.
My robe.
Oh my god.
He needs his
I'm
robe.
coming in, guys.
A big thanks to y'all for joining us.
And we'll see you next week for our next recap.
Comment below to tell us what you think.
Bye.
We didn't answer anybody's last. Does
We always.
anybody even comment? I don't know.
Do we have comments,
We
producer?
don't
people
read
say
the
anything
comments.
to
Yes, more comments.
Oh, this just in. They're commenting.
I'm horny.
What did they
Comments.
say? Did they like us?